Hello guys, Captain Alex Mason here, and we're going to read the final story for Mw2 Ghost. So we left off with the badass picture of him on the tank, you know, minus the cigarette. Anyway, we're back at the school. So, Kawahulia, and forgive me if you guys who are Hispanic and live in that area, I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name. My English, as well as most of my foreign languages, still sucks. Anyway, so, Kawahulia. Hell, all of northern Mexico was a war zone. Since the Yanks couldn't kill El Gordo, they'd gone after the other cartels hoping they'd get Roba. Women and children getting caught in the crossfire. Alright folks, I see you sweating the clock. And kids like crying. It's like, why would you tell me such a gruesome story? Why? And he's like, just stay calm, son. Listen to the story. And it's gonna be a... No! You're talking about a story about kids and women who had nothing to do with the damn war being killed by cartel and U.S. troops because they're fighting each other because the cartels are trying to send Afghan heroin into the States to help the Afghan terrorists get their money and support to buy more weapons. Anyway, dead and gone. El Gordo had moved down to his summer home in the jungles of Chiapas. Again, forgive me if I can't pronounce shit straight. When enough people were dead, he'd step back and restore order. Be an even bigger hero to the people. Deep in the jungle, Roba's fortress was virtually invisible by air. By the way, I don't know if he made like some kind of deal. Maybe that's what Colonel Barber did. He's like, well, your ass is mine. That means now you do whatever I tell you to do. Because now he's got better equipment somehow. He's now fighting with the advanced technology and so on and forth. Was virtually invisible by air. And by land, the jungle's as thick as steel plate, teeming with spiders as big as your head, jaguars that can crush bone like rice paper, and ants that can strip the flesh off of your leg in seconds. Even for a single man, to get through the jungle, the patrols, the wall, the security, well, that man would have to be a ghost. So now it shows a group of his men, a group of Roba's men on patrol, armed with American weapons apparently, and one, I think it's a W2000. It's the same type of shotgun that Vasquez uses, only it doesn't have the stock end. So we see Riley looking through his scope, managed to get, and he's got a suppress weapon, by the way. Ooh. Oh! Whoa! I don't know how that happened, but he blew the guy's head clean off. You'd have to have a high-powered sniper rifle to do that or something. Oh no, he just cut it off. Never mind. And this is in Spanish. Patrol 6, do you copy, over? Patrol 6? Took too long, mate. Mierda, mierda, mierda. Mierda. He's basically saying shit in Spanish. Ah! Snap. Patrol 6, what the hell is going on? Let's give him an answer. Ah! Okay. Meanwhile, what do you see? Nothing, I can't see. Wait. Could it be the army? The Americans? Meanwhile, in Roba's bed, fat ass being almost naked, wearing a thong. Whatever that male underwear is. Senor Roba, we are under attack. We think it's the Americans. The helicopter is ready. Wait outside. I wonder if that was his helicopter. It was a Black Hawk, that's for sure. There are only 2 ways up the ravine, here and on the other side. Miguel's reporting nothing over there. Son of a beach. Now I'm just thinking of that red versus blue reference. Anyway. Meanwhile, back at his estate, being heavily guarded by his men, they're probably targeting us with smart missiles. We'll take the jeeps the back way off the mountain. Dump, dump, go check it out, says Roba. Help them! But sir, go! Yeah! Hello, Mr. Death. From the moment they told me the grave was empty, I knew you'd come back. El Gordo has no fear of the inevitable. Wait, yeah. What do you want from me, Mr. Death? Just your blood. Your man, Gilberto, told me about the mainframe. I already got everything I need. By the way, Sparks and Washington are dead. Your brainwashing technique seems to end up with a lot more bodies than mine's. Ha 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 ha. Never be afraid to try something new, eh, Mr. Death? Like getting into business with the terrorists? They said it was like playing with fire. El Gordo is not stupid. The U.S. is my meal ticket after all. But Uncle Sam makes speeches. He sends soldiers to kill El Gordo. They try and kill Castro too. He get Mr. Kennedy back, but good. That's okay. So he basically confirmed the fact that the Cubans ordered the assassination on Kennedy. That's not necessarily true. However, Lee Harvey Oswald was part of a group of communist supporters of the Cuban Revolution. I don't really know. I can't remember what the name of the group he was with, but they were involved in a lot of Cuban relations. But anyway, it's my right throwing knife thrown at El Gordo's or Manuel Roba's right arm, throwing his .44 Magnum to the ground. And he's running away. Now he's pulled out dual-wield M9s, following the blood pattern into his home room, throws a vase in there. Well, he's got a mini Uzi now. Now it's starting to rain. He runs out and gets shot in the chest. Sorry. Okay. When I was 6, I watched my mother and father gunned down in the market by some stupid colos. Just crossfire. It was nothing, a joke, a whim. I understood. I see the big picture. I look around and I say, the world is full of people. Billions of people. We live, we die. What does it matter? A few people. It's not like there's a shortage. Oh, the men are looking around and they finally see him, about ready to kill Roba. Of course he does. Later he runs off. Ha ha ha. Ha. In the end, I am just one man. One man who needs to go. So O'Reilly did what the armies of 3 governments and countless outlaws, hitmen, and cartels could not. It's one thing, though, to use fear and darkness to take out the Lord of the Manor. Oh, yeah. But it's another thing to face 30 plus armed killers in a straight-up firefight. But Riley wasn't gonna go down without giving them one hell of a... What is going on? We are past the deadline. Why are you not ready? You want us to look like fools? And they're speaking in Russian again. They're willing to negotiate. No. First we follow those... It says though, but it should be through. Through on our promises. Open the window. We toss the body out. Victor, think. If they were going to attack, they would have done it before the deadline. Yes, they are waiting. What are they waiting for? Because they were waiting on me, mate. And these British soldiers or 1-for-1 troops are speaking in Russian so the kids understand. Hit the deck, kids! Stay back! Now Ghost is speaking in Russian. Look, you fucking wanker, time has run out. Now the Americans are speaking Russian again, so that in the helicopter, which is UH-60, drop the kid and get on your knees now, or you'll be dead before I get to the end of this sentence. And now the kid being held by Riley asks, the man in the story is you. He's you, right? Just a story, kiddo. Keep him occupied while I got set. But is it true? True enough for that lot. So now we go back to the story, what happened afterwards. The estate that Manuel Roba is on fire. He's casually walking away to the LZ point. Thump, thump, thump. Oh, and yeah, this is the helicopter. And you'll never believe who's on that helicopter. It's Lieutenant General Shepard. And there's his Task Force 1-for-1 badge. And that's the end of the story. So now I'm just going to read you the little bonus features. So we get a concept art of the cover for Modern Warfare 2 Ghost. And it says, Jim Lee Pencils and Inks. Jim Lee started the process by showing Activision what he wanted to do. Everyone loved it, of course. He finished the pencils, not shown, and turned them over to Scott Williams. The ink file looked pretty cool, so we're reproducing that below. And to see what Alex Sinclair brought to the party, please turn to the cover. I still don't see it, but okay. So we get some more concept art. I'm curious, like, in what story is this one in? Like, if it's even in the comic book, I don't really know. But I never saw it, and I kind of wish I did. But anyway, Kevin West sketches. We've worked with Kevin before, and thought the team at Activision would dig his new style. With just a minor change to the lead soldier's head, they jumped on board. So it shows the earlier concept art of these 3 Marines. I'm assuming that's what they are. And then gave them some color. And now we go back. This is kind of like the edited bit version of some of the intro designs for the story chapters, I guess. It says Dalokio, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, cover sketches. And that's it. That's the end of the story. Now, I will tell you guys, give you guys a heads up. Wildstorm Productions, which is the comic book company that, you know, created this book, I guess you would consider them the developers, no longer exist. But they're still selling these comics because the people that bought the company, they kind of like became a merger, just like, you know, how Neversoft joined Infinity Ward now. Wildstorm joined with DC Comics, like Batman, Robin, blah blah blah. So now, technically, they own the rights to this book. However, it's Activision's product that it's based on. So yeah, this book's done. And that was Lieutenant General Shepard at the end. I don't know if I gave the specific rank. It was good. I definitely liked it. It gave us a little more background on Craig Fairbress's character, who he also voiced Gaz, and a lot of people, like even me, were somewhat disappointed when they found out that Gaz didn't really have much of a background. Like, we wanted to know more about him, but before we got the chance to, he was killed. This, I guess, kind of makes up for it. Gaz is not Ghost. He's just voiced by the same guy. The same goes for Wallcroft. But at least with Riley's character, we got more information, like more of an in-depth story of his life. And why he became Ghost and why he wears the mask. It's not just because it looks cool, even though it does. But that's not the specific reason. And now he's been like introduced into multiple games and stories. Ghost, he's a multiplayer skin, and I consider him part of the Ghost story. He's also in a new game, which I have, and I still am trying to save up enough resources to buy him, and that is Call of Duty Heroes, which also released their new hero, which turns out to be Ilona from Advanced Warfare, the Spetsnaz lady. And she's not my #1 priority right now. I just want to get Riley, because he's got that one special ability and whatnot. But as soon as I get past like all the achievements and getting enough Celerium to buy at least both of those characters, I will get back to doing some more videos for Call of Duty Heroes, but not right away. And obviously, like that mission in Northern Europe, that's going to be difficult. I still have to upgrade my command center so that way I can get Harper and all the other necessary things like extended resources. Like I can buy more defense walls, more mines, more deployment yards, etc. But until then, I'm at like a stuck point. So hopefully I can get past that. This is a great book. I definitely like reading it, and I'm adding it to the COD franchise, and everything I own is Call of Duty related. I mean, just to let you guys know that that my intention when I started this channel was mostly supposed to be on Call of Duty stuff, because Call of Duty, regardless of how repetitive it is my favorite game franchise. But that doesn't mean I won't do other games in the near future. Like if you've noticed on my channel, which you probably didn't, I played a Godzilla game and like went on a full walkthrough on one monster, and then I went back to try and play a couple of the other monsters just to kind of give you a feel of what was going on and that sort of thing. But then I kind of gave up on it because, you know, it's hard. This is one reason why I hate games like this. The player determined ones always get me going, because then then you find out that I don't know what it's called, but it's that scientific table. I'll wait till the phone stops ringing. Shut up. Okay. But player, you don't know how to get like some of the other endings. Like I'm still having this issue. Sorry, that was my grandmother. Anyway, like, you don't know how to get certain endings. Like, I'm still having this issue trying to figure out how to get World at War's ending with Chernov. Like, I successfully managed to get off-screen the bad ending where I just go on a killing rampage and just kill everybody and just not give a shit. And, of course, he would say, Dimitri is no hero. And I've also got the one where he says, at times I've seen him show mercy, but at others, complete and total brutality. I managed to get 2 out of the 3, but I want the one where he actually likes me, and not the one where he's either confused or just hates me for my guts. And countless times I've gone on Treyarch's Facebook and Twitter asking, do you guys know how to get this said ending? I mean, you guys are the creators of the game, right? They haven't responded, and I don't know. And I've gone on the wiki and a couple of game websites on how to get the good endings. Every time they spout the same shit, and then when I try it, it doesn't actually work. So that's the only thing. That's another reason why I haven't quite finished World at War yet. I quite haven't finished Black Ops 2 multiplayer for obvious reasons. The one, weapons, and the soundtracks, and like the main themes for the factions, which I'm working on. But other than that, I'm trying my best, and I won't get to Advanced Warfare right away. Like I always say, I like to give it a little more time before I actually get involved in it, kind of like what I did for Ghosts. I gave it a little bit of time before I decided to play it and do a video on it, because you know how the wiki is, like constantly adding characters and changing shit. But back on the World at War thing, I think the only way I can actually find out how to get the good ending, and I'm gonna be a bit upset if they don't have it, is on the World at War like game strategy guide, because they always give you these alternate endings and stuff. But anyway, I'm Captain Alex Mason, and I'll see you guys with whatever Call of Duty related or whatever game topic or blog, whatever comes up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.